Hello Scorpio, this is Olivia from DOS Tarot. I'm here to do the monthly reading for you for March 2021. It is that time already. Year is going by really fast. Of course, with this being the monthly, I am going to continue with the Celtic Cross because it touches on the past, present, near future, as well as potential outcome. It's got a lot in it. These videos are a little bit longer than the weeklies, but I think it's worth it. Now, you don't have to read it this month if you don't want to, or if you want to, you can just wait and watch it in March. It's up to you, or do both. I know most people read it right away when it's posted to get a heads up. And then sometimes it's best to look back and say, wait, there was more than just 1 week in there. There was 4. So you might want to refer back to it, basically. Your choice. So what is the most important thing for Scorpio? Scorpio. One card, please. Too many. I'm taking that one. Oh. Ooh. 3 Cups in reverse. This is somebody that's pretty much not interested anymore about celebrating. There might be some kind of depression here, possibly. But there's something here about there's maybe no friendship with people that you normally hang out with, maybe, and it could have something to do with the way the world is now. We're not always able to, socialize in person. Maybe that's maybe this is what you're missing, is being able to be out and be with friends, let your hair down, have a drink or whatever. This could be what you're missing. Yeah, just to be free. Wow. And this is your energy at the time I'm recording this, and I'm recording this on Wednesday, the 17th of February. And what is crossing you? Oh. You maybe feel like you don't have any friends right now because you feel like there's no victory here. It's like this card talks about in the upright being a battle that's been won. But in reverse, it's like saying there's not going to be a victory here. Is that you self-doubting that you'll ever be able to be with your friends again and just be free and, do whatever you want to do? Are you feeling like already defeated? You don't have much faith in the future? Wow. Let's keep going. And the energy of what you're thinking. Oh my God. Now this is the Hermit card. This is somebody that's going deep within themselves and they're looking for the answer. You could be one of those types of people that are a deep thinker. And you may be thinking about the way the world is right now and wondering where it's going to lead you. Are you going to still have friends? Is there going to ever be any fun time where we can just, hang out and be who we really are? And this could be you looking for answers to those questions. That's what it feels like. This is the Hermit card. I mean, this is ruled by Virgo. Gosh. You are a deep, deep thinker. This is interesting. And then the energy up here, this is what you're thinking. You're thinking about working on something. Maybe you're trying to distract yourself from all of this negative energy. God. Don't give up yet, Scorpio. My gosh. Spring's not even here yet. Oh, but this is definitely you. I think what you're doing is you're trying to figure out perhaps maybe another way to make a living. Maybe you feel like there's not going to be, the old regular routine type of jobs that you've had in the past. maybe now you realize you're going to have to do some studying, because this person is doing some detailed work, and you can tell he has on a vest, which tells me he's some kind of entrepreneur, not an entrepreneur, but this is somebody that has a specialty skill. Because these pentacles that he's chiseling out are all have to be so perfect. He's got one laying on the ground because it wasn't quite right. That's the kind of energy that is. It's a perfectionist almost. Wow, perfectionist that's an overthinker. Whoa. Einstein? Just kidding. So the next card is your recent past. Oh, the Empress. This could be your energy. Maybe you were feeling, you know, I don't want to say high and mighty, but you felt really at home, at peace, contentment, being outdoors, ruled by Venus, which is beauty and material things. Maybe you felt at home and felt very secure where you are, and you maybe still do. But this is your recent past. This is the Empress. She's the queen of all the queens. There's 4 more out there. She's the mother of all of them. Not the real mother, you know what I mean. But this could be somebody that's pregnant too. Interesting. Very interesting. And this energy here is your near future. Ooh. This is Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael comes in and helps to balance things. You're balancing the earth with the water, balancing water with water. This is a need for balance, but there is also a call for patience too. Something's going on here. There is a trail that goes up here that leads to a mountain that has a golden crown. I don't know if you can see that real clear. There's a golden crown in the background. There's some kind of path that... Oh! Wow. That crown could represent your path up to the spiritual heights, as high as you can go. Now, what that means to you is one thing. What it means to other people, it might just mean that you're still on a spiritual path, and this is like confirming that you are on the right path, and to be patient. There's more to come. And if you've ever started a spiritual path, there's many, many different levels of it. Many different levels. That's why this person is such a thinker. Or at least that's what it feels like. Somebody that's having doubts about the future, but looks for answers inside and is working on something. Okay, we'll clarify these in just a minute. So the next energy is the energy you'll feel by the time you read this, and I will be posting these actually today, I believe this afternoon. So the moon, the interesting thing about this card is there's fear. This talks about another trail also. If you'll notice this lobster or whatever that critter is, this critter needs to pass this tamed dog, domestic dog, and a coyote or wolf. He's got to pass to get through to where he needs to get to the top of the mountain. This critter needs to do it in a kind of sneaky way, but also with the sun and the moon together shining on him. I feel like he has that ability to do that. But right now there's fear. They may decide to stay in that comfort zone, and if they do, that means they may never reach their crown glory. If that's for you, you know what I mean. I would say don't worry about those animals. That's me though. Wow, that's intense. Intense, because they're both trails, and this one doesn't show the crown, but you know it's there because here it is. Angels showing you this is what you can lead to, the crown glory. And then the next card is energy you may not be aware of that's around you. The Ace of Wands. This is a lack of spark, a lack of enthusiasm, a lack of the ability to be creative. Perhaps maybe the loss of some kind of work. And for sure, a missed opportunity and some kind of new start. I don't know what that is. Passion. God, look at that. No, never mind. So let's see. The next one is your hope or fear. You fear that I bet you fear that you might make the wrong choice. Because this is the Seven of Cups, and those are feelings and emotions in those cups. It could be people that you're having to choose between, which ones stay and which ones go, or something like that. You maybe are fearing that you might make the wrong choice. Oh, that's scary. We'll have to clarify everything though, so let's not get worked up yet. And then the last card is your potential outcome. Oh my God. You got two aces and they're both in reverse. Something's going on. The Ace of Swords talks about some kind of truth that you're hiding, or somebody's hiding a truth from you. It could be either way. But there's something that needs to be revealed. And the fear needs to be revealed. I want to see what this is going to be in the reverse, because we got to find out what you're fearful of. Is it fearful of the animals, the beasts? All right. And then the bottom of the deck we have, oh, the King of Pentacles. Somebody that's very a hard worker, somebody loyal, somebody that you can depend on. They love to protect family. This is somebody that also earns their money because they work hard for it. They also like to spend it on material things. That's interesting. Those look a lot alike, don't they? The Empress and the King of Pentacles. I feel like this is you, Scorpio. Are you pregnant? Because she usually is in all of the decks. Oh, there we go. Oh, I know what this is about. To me, this is almost, the Three of Cups in reverse also talks about, instead of walking away from this kind of partying kind of energy, it's more like saying there's another path that you can take, and guess what? It is a spiritual path. So quit the partying, get back on your spiritual path, and stay there. Let's keep going. Why is there no victory here? Why is the Six of Wands here? You must have got some bad news on Facebook or something. Oh. You may have been what's the word? You were celebrating something before it actually came to fruition. And the divine is stepping in saying, no, do not leave your spiritual path. And then you got that message, I think, and you knew that you weren't going to have a victory with this, and you're okay with it. You're okay with it. Because if you weren't, you wouldn't be feeling this. The need to go in and find out where you need to be and what answers you need to get. The Hermit. Well, I hope you don't close off your mind and your heart, because these are the two pentacles at the top that are indicating to me that you're blocking your mind and your heart. And maybe that's what you were doing here. You were thinking of, you probably I don't want to say unconsciously, but maybe unconsciously you were starting to veer off of your spiritual path. And now you're learning that you can control where you do think and what you do feel. And maybe you were getting too ahead of yourself in a situation here. It's like you were pre-planning that something's going to be a victory and it's going to be beautiful. Just saying. What you're thinking is work. You may not make the amount of money you thought you were, and that's probably okay with you. Because I feel luxury, and you've got somebody here that's loyal with finances. I think this is just that the work you're doing is not paying out as well as you had hoped it would. And that's okay. It will grow in time. Don't be impatient. Maybe that's what you were doing. You were anticipating more money in something you were working on. You thought it was going to be a celebration and a victory, but it's coming, but it's going to be slow. So be patient. And this is the divine saying, just wait. Patience. Patience, patience. Wow. Your reading is amazing. And then the Empress in the upright. You may have lost love within yourself, perhaps, or maybe this is somebody in your environment that maybe you feel like they don't know how to love, or that you don't know how to love them. I think it's you feeling a lack of love within yourself, Scorpio. There's something here that makes you feel lack. Maybe you don't feel like you deserve, or maybe you don't feel like there's somebody around you that would accept your love. You may be self-pitying, wallowing in sorrow, wallowing in self-pity, possibly. And then Temperance, this is a balancing and to have patience. Yeah, have patience. You're not going to be left behind. If you're on a spiritual path, you may feel like you're going to be left behind. Maybe that's why you have this, the Seven of Cups. You feel like you might choose the wrong choice, or maybe choose the wrong path even. This is like saying, be patient. You're not going to be left behind. Just be patient. Beautiful. In the Moon, in the upright, what is the fear? The fear is there might be somebody that comes in to try to seduce you. Could that be what this is? This is somebody that comes around and they don't stay long. And it's usually for fun. Like a roll in the hay? Is that what you're fearful of? Something like that's going to happen? Let's get one more for the Moon and the Night. You've already made a decision about this anyway, so if this does come back, you've already made the decision that you're going to stay, that you're not going to give yourself to somebody that you don't love, that you have no passion for. You're putting a halt to it before it even gets here. That's beautiful. You're smart. Let's clarify the Ace of Wands in reverse. There was some good news coming, but it made you feel like you weren't really interested. Somebody sent you what they thought was good news. You know, there could be, what you thought was going to be good ended up not being good. Maybe it was an offer to do some kind of work, some kind of job, some kind of project or something, but it's not turning out like you thought it was. Maybe you're not as excited about it as you once were, because this is why you became this way. You found out some news, but it was supposed to be good news, and I don't think you accepted it as a good news. I think you saw it as negative. This is like a down, like a spark, no interest. Let's look at the Seven of Cups. Oh my God. Okay, so you're going to go from looking at Seven of Cups to Ten of Cups. How do you jump that fast? Maybe you will find what you're looking for in one of these cups. It could just be that, or it could be, this is clarifying this, and it could be telling me you were in a marriage, and maybe it's not like you thought it would be, and maybe you feel like you made a poor choice. If it's not a marriage, it's some kind of deep commitment, but it definitely looks like family here to me. Maybe there's regrets. Maybe you feel like you chose poorly. Wow. And if you have somebody that's coming around that you think might be just here for lust, that could be a factor here, to be honest. You may have, I don't feel like you're going to get involved in this because it's like sticking your thumb down. No, thank you. I'm not interested, and I've already made a decision. No, bye-bye. I hope that's the case, because I hate to see any of this kind of lusty stuff, especially if you might be pregnant. But you don't feel loved. You do not feel loved. And it might be with the King of Pentacles. Let's keep going. What is the Ace of Swords here for? What is that about? You're holding back a truth that you really want to leave, that you're not happy. You want to move forward. Or maybe it's just that you want to move. You're not happy where you're at, and you're not really sharing it. You're holding back. And in your heart of hearts, I think you were looking for a move that was going to make things better. Because this, again, looks like a family. A husband and a wife and a child. Here there's 2 children. Oh. I would say be patient. Because remember, this is your near future. And the first thing this card says is to be patient. There's a balancing going on here behind the scenes that you don't know anything about. And it's divinely guided. This is Archangel Michael, one of God's angels. So I would say, please do not, and you're not going to be left behind. Don't have any fear about that either. Just know that whatever path you're on the right path. And it looks to me it's a spiritual path. And let's clarify this King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is out of control. The Emperor in reverse is somebody that has been, let me put it this way, this King of Pentacles is in control now. This is what caused this king to get back into order, because he was feeling very, possibly somewhat abused, like he wasn't in charge of anything, and usually that's all he's about. I'm in charge of this household because this is a father figure. But when he's in reverse, he's just out of balance and just doesn't really know how to handle it. And when they do that, they usually can become very controlling and bitter. But I think that's the King of Pentacles had this energy, and now, because this is clarifying why he's like he is now, because he didn't like this energy. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't what he wanted, what he signed up for. Whew. I want to get Whispers of Love. Get to know each other. Learn to meet another's need for love. That makes, to me, like perfect sense. If there's no love here, which if in reality, when I look at this, there's not really any love except for the one that's in reverse. There's some 10 of Cups here in a marriage, but 10s are endings. That could be the beginning of the end. So please, if there's still something going on here, divine, give the divine, spiritual patience. Go within yourself. Figure out what makes you happy and what doesn't. Eliminate those things that you're fearful of. Get rid of it. That way you can free your mind and your psyche out. Clear it out. But I love this card. Look at that. They look like an older couple too. This is 2 people that are getting to know each other. Oh. Get to know each other. Learn to meet another's need for love. Learn to love this person. Turn this cup of love, and it'll turn back around for you too. You've got to give in order to get. Alright, that's what I have for you. I hope this helps. Until then, namaste. Bye-bye.